Welcome to a new video. Summer is here and ABBA is celebrating. Björn was out and about in Stockholm and ABBA released a new version of their music video for Summer Night City in 4K high definition to celebrate summer and Stockholm. Because we know one thing for sure.
Stockholm is really a summer night city.
Hey! So, in this video I want to take a look at the newly released 4K version of ABBA's Summer Night City. In a comparison, I want to talk about the improvements and the differences to the old video. But first, Björn was out and about in that Summer Night City of Stockholm. On Tuesday, he released 6 new photographs showing him in and around Stockholm with the caption "Summer's almost here." Björn looks relaxed and sharp. 2 of the pictures show him together with his new dog Hansi. 3 days later, we learned that Björn also participated in a 1-hour podcast for Giles Brandreth's Rosebud. Personally, I have yet to listen to it, but fans have given lots of praise. On the website, it is described as a very special, wide-ranging and fascinating conversation. Björn and Giles also released a short video together announcing the podcast. Here is a snippet of this funny video.
Well, I've been practicing because I'm so excited that I'm going to have this conversation with you. We haven't started it yet, though we have in the wings been working on a song together.
Yeah, it seems to me you haven't stopped talking for a minute.
You can listen to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Music or elsewhere, and you can even download it on podbean.com. On the same day, Friday the 21st of June, the day of summer solstice, Midsummer, Sweden celebrated one of their major holidays. And it also happens to be the birthday of ABBA's manager Görel. Even ABBA's official networks posted one of the more special posts with a photograph of Görel saying happy birthday to ABBA's manager Görel, who turns 75 today. And fitting for summer, ABBA released a new version of one of their classic music videos, the video for Summer Night City, for the first time in 4K high definition. In a comparison, I want to talk about the improvements and differences. But first of all, these new 4K restorations of ABBA's videos are genuine high-definition restorations. And this is only possible because most of ABBA's music videos were shot on actual film, more precisely on 16mm. So far, ABBA released 14 videos in 4K high definition over the last 3 years on their YouTube channel. The last release was Ring Ring in March 2023, and only now, this week, have they continued to give us another one in 4K, Summer Night City. Overall, this video is certainly sharp and clear, and in these regards, ABBA looks as good as never before. In one of the scenes showing Stockholm, I even noticed a flying object, a helicopter, in the upper part of the frame, which I have never seen before. But restorations like these often bring not only new revelations, but actual differences compared to the old version. In the new 4K version for Summer Night City, I noticed a few alterations between overlapping scenes. I recognized that something was different with the letter R, which flows across the screen in the middle of the video. In the new version, it seems to stay just that little bit longer on the screen. This is the new version in 4K. And now, here is a side-by-side comparison. On the left, you see the old version. The letter is also much more blurry. The new version on the right shows Agneta and Frida immediately. Another sequence shows an overlap between a scene with Frida Benny to the scene with Agneta Björn walking on the boardwalk. In the old version, the fade is smoother and slightly longer. In the new 4K version, this overlap seems to happen quicker. One major difference is the beginning of the video. In the old version, we saw the streets of Stockholm before the song kicked in, and then the camera zoomed in on the car. This is completely absent in the new version. It starts right away without any zoom, and I don't understand why. To some people, all of this may be very detailed observations, but I can tell you from my perspective, I didn't recognize these differences by obsessively putting the two versions next to each other. I just watched the new 4K restoration, and already then I just had those feelings that here and there something is slightly different. It's not the way that I'm used to. I know these music videos for 20 years, so I don't know why, but it just makes you so connected with every bit of detail. It's almost like you are one when it comes to footage of ABBA, the visuals and the sounds. So every little bit of difference is noticeable, at least for me. And I hope you enjoy these comparisons. It's just so interesting to me to see what is different and how things are put together in a slightly new way. So finally, concerning color and grading. The first scene with Agneta is much darker and really oversaturated. Here you can see the new version compared to the old version, where this scene looks much brighter. Overall, the entire video in 4K is more colorful and has warmer colors. The old version is cooler in colors with more emphasis on the blue colors. That's just an observation and not any personal rating, because I don't know what the original intention was. I can only say that the two versions look completely different to each other. So I would love to know what the criteria and references are when they create the new restorations in 4K. But we will probably never know if there are any at all. In any way, I'm very happy to see ABBA's classic videos in crisp 4K restorations. I'm really curious, however, if we will ever see an actual physical release of ABBA's entire music videos restored in high definition. I'm looking forward to what you say about the new 4K version of Summer Night City. And if you have seen Björn's new photographs or listened to the podcast, please let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Have a nice summer and enjoy the days. Thank you for listening and watching. Alright, until then, hej då!